I'm going to do this in a really general way, in a way that will guide you into the body, guide you into like you setting a personal intention for yourself on this. You can do this laying down as long as you don't feel like you're going to fall asleep. You can do it sitting up in a meditation position. So just find your comfortable position and go ahead and close your eyes. And just begin to double the length of your exhalations. Feel your feet on the ground. And over the next few moments, I want you to just consciously draw in all scattered or distracted parts of yourself into the body now, as if you could draw it in through the crown, all the way down into the low belly. And on each exhalation, just letting more and more of your awareness and presence expand inside the realm of your physical body. And imagining, just see or feel a grounding cord being created from the base of your spine and just sending it down all the way down into the core of the earth. You can imagine roots coming down also from the bottoms of your feet and just sending them as deep as you can go into the core of the earth. And just connect to your own sense of support and safety here. And I want you to begin to tune into it's like the top middle of your head. I want you to open up your crown chakra so you can see it like a golden sphere of light just above your head, and just see that opening, and then allow yourself to tune in to the highest point in the universe you can perceive, into the realm of your spiritual team, and just asking that your guides, your angels, loved ones, anyone you see as support for you, asking that they surround you now on all sides, above and below you, to the sides of you, in the front and in the back of you. And I call upon all of my highest Reiki guides and angels to assist in connecting my inner wisdom with each of your inner wisdoms today for the highest good of your session. Deep breath in and out. And begin to pull down that divine energy. You can see it as like white golden light, and just begin to draw it down now with your breath, with your intention back down to the crown, back down to the top middle of the head, where you might feel a bit of a charge there. And then continue to breathe it down the center of the brain, down the center of the throat, all the way until your presence rests in the center of your heart. And as you rest your awareness in the center of your heart, I want you to connect to the part of yourself that knows how to hold yourself with unconditional love and non-judgment. And I want you to begin to now just state an intention for yourself. And I want you to state it internally, an intention for yourself of a certain perhaps emotion that you want to work with. Some examples could be anxiety or fear or insecurity or disconnection. What is the most common thing? What in this moment feels most appropriate for you to work on? And just set an intention, and you can just mentally say it. My intention for this session is to receive insight on, this fear of this thing that I have, or this anxiety that I have. Whatever's the most appropriate thing to you, personalize it to you. Just mentally stating, my intention for this session is. And then I want you to begin to feel. I want you to begin to sense into the emotion that's relevant to your intentions. So if it's anxiety, I want you to begin to focus all of your presence on the emotion itself. Okay, if it's fear, same thing. If it's hard to bring up an emotion in your body, think of something recently that happened that perhaps sparked that emotion for you. And just pull up that recent thing that happened. And then once you feel the emotion, you can let the story go and then go, like you could swan dive directly into the emotion. With all of your presence and all of your focus, begin to breathe and intensify that emotion within you. Good. Stay breathing and feeling, always getting better at breathing and feeling. And just ask yourself as the emotion begins to amplify, what is it that I feel here? And just see if there's maybe 2 or 3 other emotional adjectives that describe what you feel here. Just trust whatever comes up. Maybe it's just one other thing. Maybe it's just the main thing you're working on. No right or wrong answer. And then just take 3 more breaths here, amplifying that emotion, intensifying that emotion within you, just giving yourself full permission to feel it. And as it begins to amplify within you, you're just going to ask your body, where do I hold this in my body? And just see what comes to the forefront of your awareness. And then begin to hone in on that physical location. If you get more than one location, just ask your body, what's the primary area for me to work with that's relevant to my intention right now? And then go directly into that physical location. And I want you to see how much detail you can get about it. Is it more towards the front or more towards the back? Is it more right or left or center? Does it feel more superficial or does it feel more deep? Just honing in on that physical location. And as you hone in on the physical location, I want you to really slow it down. And over the next few moments here, I want you to simultaneously, to the best of your ability, simultaneously feel the emotion as you focus on this physical location in your body. Good. Taking 3 more breaths here, simultaneously feeling the physical area and the emotions in themselves. And then ask yourself, just on the inside, ask yourself, when is the earliest I can remember feeling this way? When is the earliest I can remember feeling this way? And if you get multiple ages, go to the earliest one and just focus on your younger self for a moment. What age are you? Around what age are you? And you might be more of a seer or more of a feeler. So just see or feel it, however you receive information, see or feel this younger version of yourself. And don't go too much into the story of what was happening. I just want you to take in this part of your younger self right now. Like, what are they wearing? What do they look like? Get as many details as you can. Where are they? Are they inside or outside? And then, as if you can just traverse timelines, you're going to take your present day adult self, just coming up and out of the crown, traversing back to that age, back to right where your younger self is as you see or feel them. And I want you to imagine, I want you to see or feel your adult present day self right there next to this part of your younger self. And I want you to get down there at their level. And I want you to see if you can make eye contact with him or her. If it feels difficult to connect or difficult to make eye contact, it's often just an indication that, this connection needs to be strengthened. And, perhaps there's been some self-abandonment over the years of some ignoring this part of your inner child, and the trust isn't quite there yet. So if it's difficult to connect, I want you to still just stay there, still see your present day adult self right there next to this version of your inner child. And if they're like looking down, or it's hard for them to look at you, I want you to just speak really authentically. Like, I'll give you just a little guidance for this, but I want it to come in the most authentic way, that it can come from you. Say something along the lines of like, hello, just greeting them in whatever way feels appropriate, and that you'd love to connect with them, and that you're so sorry for any of the times, any of the years, decades in the past that you've perhaps ignored or abandoned them, but that you're here now. And you can understand that it's hard. It might be hard for them to trust you, but that you're going to do this, that we're going to do this at their pace. Okay. That you're not going anywhere. They're safe with you now, and you're here. So however that comes out, I'm going to give you a minute for that. However that comes out in the most authentic way you can. If you can maintain eye contact to do that, they're not looking at you, say it anyways, being as present as you can with them. And just see if they have any response for you when you say what you need to say. It's okay if they don't. And then see if you can get or just maintain eye contact with them. then just ask this part of your inner child to say, I just would love to know, how are you feeling right now? And they say what? And then maintaining that eye contact, just presence with them. I want you to mirror back what you heard them say. Like, I hear you. I hear that you feel blank, whatever it is they feel. And then just say, I'd love to know, is there anything that you need right now? And just see what they say. Mirror back to them what you hear them say. I hear you that you need this. And I just want to give you a minute and just imagine giving them exactly what they need. So if it's a hug or to be held, you can even put your own hands around your arms and just take the next 60 seconds and just imagine, see, or feel you giving them exactly what they need. And just slow it down and be as present as possible. And if what they needed was to be held and you're still holding them, you can still do that. And just asking them now, would you like for me to check in with you regularly? And if so, how often? And see what they say. And then I want you to be really honest just with your present day adult self with how much they're asking you to check in with them. Is this doable for you? Right? Because sometimes the inner child will want you all day, every day. It's like a lot. It's maybe not doable for your adult self. So if that's the case, just be really real just with your present self and just what would feel doable for me? How many minutes a day? How many times a week? And then just negotiate with them a little bit. Just like, that doesn't sound like I have that much time, but I would love to start with this. And how does this sound? And then once you get the how often, how many minutes a day, how many times a week, ask them how. How would you like for me to check in with you? Is it first thing in the morning? Is it when I'm walking the dog? Is it when I'm in meditation or perhaps in nature? Just really get from them the how. How do they want you to check in with them? And once that's clear, and just being so honest with yourself of what you're able to commit to, because it's really important that your actions match your words so that they begin to develop trust with you. Just assure them that you'll do it. And once you've assured them, just ask, just say, is there anything else? Is there any other message you have for me right now? And breathing with them. And you're in your own way. Thank them for connecting with you, and let them know that you have to go for now, but that you're going to be back to check in on them, and that you're here now, and you love them. You love him or her so much. They're the most important thing to you, and you're really going to commit to this. You're going to commit to strengthening this connection. And however you'd like to say goodbye, do that now. And imagining your soul coming up now, up into the astral field, and coming back to your present time, back to your body. And on the count of 3, you're going to pull all of yourself back in through the crown chakra. 1, 2, 3. Inhale into your crown, all the way down into your low belly, bringing all parts of yourself back into present day time. And just say out loud, repeat after me, focusing on your crown and your navel. Say, I now call all parts of my spirit, power, and energy back into my physical body now. And breathe in through the crown and in through your navel. And exhale that energy all the way down to your root, all the way down to your feet. And again, say, I now call all parts of my spirit, power, and energy back into my physical body now. Breathing in through the crown, in through your navel, and exhale that energy all the way down your legs, and then just sending it now down and out through your feet, deep into the core of the earth. As many breaths as you need to get it all the way down. Good. Good. Last time. Say, I now call all parts of my spirit, power, and energy back into my physical body now. And breathe in through the crown, breathe in through your navel. Exhaling that energy all the way down through your pelvis, through your legs, down and out through your feet now, sending that energy as deep and as wide as you can go into the core of the earth. Just connecting to your own sense of security, support, and anchoring. Good. And then on the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes, taking in the light. 1, 2, 3. Blink your eyes open, just blinking right away open, just taking in the light, merging any unconscious into the conscious awareness. Yep. And then just take a moment and take your left ear to your left shoulder. Yep. And then take your eyes and look up and to the right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back to the center. Take a breath in and out. Just resetting the vagus nerve here. Take your right ear to the right shoulder. Take your eyes and look up and to the left for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back to the center, head neutral. Deep breath in and out, feeling your feet on the ground and welcoming yourself back.